So let's get started on our steps for this chapter. First step number 1 was to determine the units to be assigned cost. So this is some real important stuff, and as I go through these videos, this is video number 3 of this chapter, I'm going to tell you very specifically what's so important that you have to understand. Oops, sorry about that, guys. Okay, so first I need to figure out the units to assign cost to. It depends on what we're doing. A unit can be any sort of measurement. In this case, we're going to be talking about gallons of ice cream because that's what we're going to make. So the mixing department, remember we're talking about mixing department only right now, is accountable for 65,000 gallons. And so here's how it's broken down. So at the beginning of the month, I already had 5,000 gallons in work in process in the mixing department. Then I brought 60,000 in from my direct materials. So total units is 65,000 gallons. That makes perfect sense. But on the next slide, we're going to break this down into groups. Okay, this is really, really important information. You're going to break it into 3 different groups. Group 1 will be how many gallons I had in process at the beginning of the period. Group 2 will be how many units or gallons started and completed during that period. Now, this is the problem child right here, group 2. Most people don't understand it, started and completed, because the problem will tell you how many went in to start, but it won't always tell you how many finished. Then group 3 is my last group, and this is what's still left in the work in process. So we're going to break it down like this. Group 1, I had 5,000 gallons to begin with. Then, if you remember correctly, I brought in 60,000 gallons, started in July. So now I've got 65,000 in there, okay? So hang on just guys, I'm sorry. So I've got 65,000 total in there. I'm sorry, it's not 65,000, 62,000 total in there. And now there's 3,000 left. So this is the hard one right here. How did we get to 57,000? So remember, if I had 50 in here, I'm sorry, let's go to the next slide. Let's start. So I had 5,000 in there to begin with. Started and completed was 57. Okay, and so completed was 57. Transferred out to the packaging department was 62,000 gallons because I had a total of 65,000 gallons. So here's what I do know. Let's back it up. If I had the 5,000 in there,